Huddersfield Town vs West Bromwich Albion Saturday, November 4, 2017, 1500. The John Smith Stadium Premier League start saving today with Group on UK's Black Friday preview. Town have failed to score in 6 of their last 8 Premier League matches. West Brom have failed to win 13 of the last 14 away Premier League matches and without a win in 9 all competitions. Under Tony Pulis, WBA have never gone 10 matches without a victory. Town are looking for back-to-back home victories in the top flight for the first time since November 1971, having won last time at home against Manchester United, their only win in the last 5 place matches. The Baggies have won just twice in the league since April, both coming in the first 2 games of this season. That's 2 of the last 19. The Baggies have won just 8 of the available 42 away points on offer in the calendar year of 2017. WBA have seen 8 different players score a place goal this season. Town just the 3 plus an own goal. Less than a quarter of all matches between the two sides have ended in a draw, 24.64%. The Terriers will be looking to complement the victory over Manchester United in the last John Smith Stadium victory and bounce back from the disappointing defeat at Liverpool a week ago. Town will know that defeating a big player in the Premier League is impressive, but it is the results against the likes of West Bromwich Albion and a West Brom side that has collected just 8 points from 42 away points in 2017. That said, Huddersfield Town themselves have won just once in the last 8. This is the first fixture with the Baggies since a FA Cup tie in January 2010. It is also a first league match since a West Midlands visit in April 2001 and a first in the top flight since 19,711,972. The Terriers have won 26 matches to West Brom's 24. There's also been 16 draws in league matches. Town last scored on home soil against West Bromwich in November 1999 when Dean Gore scored the only goal in a 10 win in League One, whilst Andy Booth scored the last ever goal for Town in April 2001, 11 away. This is the final match before the next break for international football before the Premier League returns, and Town visit AFC Bournemouth on Saturday, November 18, 2017, 1500, and West Brom host champions Chelsea. The first goal will be vital this afternoon in what is expected to be a tough battle, and a battle of attrition. Intriguing it may be, and at times today's match will not be pretty. This could be the match where Tom Ince opens his Terriers account, and it could be him who is pivotal in a match like this. He could be worth backing for an anytime goal this afternoon, currently 135 for Ince to be AGS. It is an often used, perhaps overused cliché in football, but this almost feels like a must-win match for Town, or at least do not lose match. Or is it simply too early in the season to be thinking clichés? As with last week at Liverpool, the Terriers will be wearing a special edition of the home kit this afternoon, proudly displaying the British Legion poppy. Team News: Huddersfield Town David Wagner confirmed that he has no new injury worries following the defeat at Liverpool last weekend. Although withdrawn due to a groin problem at Anfield, Rajiv van La Parra has trained all week and is available for selection. Although still not at his previous fitness levels, Benin international Steve Mounier will be once again available after returning from injury 2 weeks ago. Until Mounier returns to full match fitness, Belgian Laurent Depoitre will remain the sole striker for Town. Wagner said on Mounier: with Steve Mounier hopefully back to his best after international break, it will be very interesting. Whilst on Depoitre, I'm very impressed with what he has delivered so far. It was difficult at first, but he has worked hard and delivered. Town will be without the long-term injury quartet of Jongerenk, Stankovic, Casey Palmer hamstring, Michael Heffley Achilles, and Phil Billingsley. Although Wagner is hopeful Palmer will be available for the next match. Last Hud side lost 0-3 at Liverpool in the Erlosel. Smith, Zanka, Schindler, Lowe, Williams, Hogg, Moy, Van La Parra, Ince, Depoitre. Bench: Green, GK, Haddock, John Arge, Malone, Crane, Kachunga, Kwana, Mounier. Barmiaramak predicted Huddersfield starting 11: 4,231. Lursel, Smith, Zanka, Schindler, Lowe, Hogg, Williams, Kachunga, Moy, Ince, Depoitre. West Bromwich Albion Baggies are expected to name the same starting 11 that lost to Manchester City last Saturday. £15 million signing Oliver Burke hamstring has overcome injury and available for Tony Pulis. Craig Dawson knee, James Morrison Achilles are both out. Nacer Chadli is not fully fit, so won't be risked this afternoon. Last WBA side 23 home versus Manchester City in the Foster, Macaulay, Higazi, Evans, Nyam, Krikoyak, Barry, Livermore, Gibbs, Rondon, Rodriguez. Bench Myhill, GK, Chadley, Brunt, Phillips, McLean, Jacob, Robsinganu. Barmiaramak predicted West Brom starting 11 342 Foster, Macaulay, Higazi, Evans, Nyom, Krikoyak, Barry, Livermore, Gibbs, Rondon, Rodriguez. Quote from the manager's way: always try to make the unrealistic realistic at Huddersfield, and we will continue to do so in the future. David Wagner. Hudware have left a lot of points on the pitch. I don't think the performances have been that bad. No one has given us a hiding and we've shot ourselves in the foot. Tony Paulus. W. Beno. More excuses. Travel more. 10% off all destinations with Top Deck Travel. Today is match 70 between the Terriers. Baggies. Late goals from Graham Dorrans pictured and Chris Wood struck within the space of 5 minutes late in the game for WBA during the last meeting between the two sides in the FA Cup in 2010. Overall matches 69. Town wins 27, draws 17. WBA wins 25, league matches 66, Town wins 26, draws 16, WBA wins 24. Town have won 39.40% of league matches, and 39.13% overall to West Brom's 36.36%, 36.23% respectively. There's been plenty of matches between the two sides in the past, 69 to be exact, but today's match is the first meeting since a January 2010 tie in the FA Cup. Despite playing each other for 6 regular seasons in league matches, this afternoon marks the first league match since April 2001. Town did beat West Brom when they last hosted the West Midlands since in September 1971, when Les Chapman scored the only goal of the game during the 19,711,972 relegation season. It was one of just 6 victories that season. The Baggies are unbeaten in the last 3 meetings with Town and won on the last 2 visits to HD1, both 20, and that came after the Terriers completed a league double over West Brom in the 19,992,000, winning both 10. Only one of the last 6 fixtures have seen both sides score a 11 draw. During the most recent league fixture held at the Hawthorns in April 2001, Terriers looking to bounce back after Anfield lost 0-3 at Liverpool last time out, despite Jonas Lossell's penalty save. After working so hard during the first half at Liverpool to keep the score at 0 and including a penalty save by Denmark international Jonas Lossell, another defensive error was cruelly punished. A Tommy Smith error early in the second half gave Liverpool a hand to score the opening goal, and from the point David Wagner's side was brushed away. The game at Anfield ended in a 30 victory for Liverpool, and Town now have not won or scored an away goal since the opening round of matches at Crystal Palace. However, as the previous home match showed, as Town beat Manchester United 21, Wagner's side can mix it and upset the very best in the Premier League, and Town will be hoping to bounce back and claim all 3 points before they break again for the international football. The victory over Manchester United ended a run of 7 matches, 6 in the Premier League without victory, but the loss last weekend means it is now 4 defeats in the last 8 Premier League games, D3, and Town will be aiming to defeat the Baggies this afternoon to take the point tally to 15 after the first 11 matches. The Terriers have also failed to score in 6 of the first 10 Peter Lieta's matches, but have kept 4 clean sheets but none in the last 4, during which time Town have not scored in 3. Town's home record is currently rated 10th overall and certainly admirable in the opening months of the 20,172,018 Premier League match. During home matches, Town have had 45.5% possession 16th, passing accuracy of 73% 16th, an average of 9.8 shots 18th, with an on-target average of 3.2 14th. Town have made 17th most passes per game during home matches, 380, of which 6.6 key passes 18th. The Terriers have worked ever so hard this season in defense, and it's a shame that more recently a number of mistakes have been badly punished. Matches against Tottenham, Swansea and Liverpool all lost, and 3 of the last 4 matches have seen avoidable errors result in goals against. However, the efforts in defensive capacity is evident in season stats to date. As a club, Town are the only team to have made over 200 tackles in the place 210. They have made 304 clearances, 4th highest, and have made 133 interceptions, 4th highest. The Terriers have also made 140 blocks. Aaron Moy 35 third, Chris Schindler 32 fourth, both appear in the top 5 list of players in terms of tackles made. Schindler is third overall in the list of interceptions with a personal tally of 25, and the German completes the defensive set with a 4th placing in the clearances list 85. Tom Ince 24 continues to lead the Town shots table, followed by Rajiv Van Lapara 10. Steve Mounier follows with 8th and Aaron Moy 8. Both Mounier and Ince have the same number of on-target attempts 5, but it's clearly taken Ince more attempts overall. At one point the former Derby winger was the place-leading player too in terms of shots without a goal, and Ince desperately needs to break his Premier League duck, and quickly. Town have now conceded 2 penalties in the debut Premier League season, which is the second most of any single side in the division. Whilst Town are only one of 6 teams to have had an own goal for, they are one of 3 yet to score a goal from a set piece. The Terriers have also been shown the highest number of yellow cards 22 and the second most number of fouls per game 11.7. In comparison, Manchester United have made an average 11.5 fouls per game but have been given just 15 yellow cards, and Arsenal just none yellows from an average of 10.2 fouls per game. David Wagner told his Thursday press conference, home form and home points are crucial in the Premier League. We would like this to continue consistently. We've shown we are competitors in the Premier League and we will try everything to be successful. If the last 20 matches on home soil, Town have won 50% D5, L5, whilst scoring 24 goals and conceding 23. Excluding last season's playoff match at home in the league, Town have won just twice since beating Preston 32 on April 14. D2, L3, the Terriers have won 2 and lost 5 of their last 10 matches overall. Town have scored in just 3 matches whilst conceding in 8. Town have also conceded the first goal 6 times whilst scoring the first goal just twice. Town have had an average of 6 shots per game, but have taken an average of 12 to score, whilst the opponent have taken just 5 shots per goal from an average of 8 shots per game. WBA boss pointed to the Terriers' home atmosphere as something his side will have to deal with. The clubs who are promoted, the first seasons in the Premier League is all fresh and new, so they're excited win, lose or draw. The atmosphere that is generated, I've been to Huddersfield this season, it's an extraordinary atmosphere, so you're always going to get that with newly promoted clubs. Palace continued, going to Huddersfield is like playing at a cup final. They clap everything. It's an unbelievable atmosphere. They are really backed by the supporters. I don't know David Wagner that well, but looking at what he has done, he's done really well. He's done a fantastic job to get them promoted, and the start that helps add in the Premier League has been good. The Terriers' place home record is P5, W2, D2, L1, GD2, PTS 8 10th. Offering the most authentic letter from Father Christmas Santa Claus to both children and adults with free delivery worldwide, and points from 10 matches for the Baggies. Palace Baggies were beaten 23 at the Hawthorns in the last match in the place. It's now 8 place matches without victory for West Brom, after opening the season with 2 wins like Town. Palace Baggies won their opening 2 league matches of the season and were third after those fixtures, but have now just won a further 4 points from the next 8 matches, having lost 4 over that period. Indeed, the Baggies opened the season unbeaten in their opening 3 rounds of matches W2, D1. The Baggies have lost the last 2 matches, including losing their unbeaten home record with defeat in the last match against leaders Manchester City 23. The Welsh-born manager of West Brom Palace gave the Baggies credit in defeat as they pushed Man City all the way despite a gulf in class. It's 5 matches since a clean sheet for today's visitors at home to West Ham on September 16 and have failed to score in 3 Premier League matches this term, with all of them coming in the last 6 games. Indeed, of those last 6 place matches have drawn 3 and lost 3, with the last victory away from home coming in the League Cup at Accrington towards the end of August. Since the point they have lost at Brighton 13, Arsenal 0-2 and Southampton 0-1. They have drawn at Leicester City recently 11. The current form has seen West Brom tumble to 15th in the league table and now just 2 points above the relegation zone. The Baggies away from the Hawthorns have played 5 matches W1, D1, L3 and have scored 3 but conceded 7. They are ranked 15th in the away table with 4 points, which ironically is a similar away record to that of Town during away Premier League matches. The Baggies have enjoyed 41.7% ball possession 17th ranked and 71.0% passing accuracy 18th. They average 7.8 attempts 16th with an on-target of 2.0 18th. They have made 329 passes per away match 17th, with 5.2 key passes 19th. In the place West Brom have had the fewest touches of all the 20 sides 4,827 and the fewest passes 3,041. With 23% of game time, Palace side have had the third least amount of time in their opposition third, whilst having the joint most number of attempts in the 6-yard box at 17%. In contrast, Town's is 2%. Polish international Grzegorz Krychowiak makes the most tackles of any West Brom player 20, the highest number of interceptions 23, with Ahmed Higazi the most clearances at 74. J. Rodriguez 19 has had the most shots of a Baggies player, the only one in double figures this season, and not surprisingly he has had the highest number of on-target attempts. On West Brom, the Town head coach said, "We have a lot of respect for West Brom, but we have enough confidence in ourselves to be a competitor and have a chance to get a result. We are aware West Brom are missing key players, but it is up to us to do our job. We expect to have the most ball possession on Saturday and they will be hard to break down, and I am aware they may sit back." Wagner is wary of the threat from set-pieces and the aerial threat West Brom pose. It will certainly be a testing afternoon for the Town defensive plays from corners and balls into the box. On the travels, Tony Pulis. West Brom have won just 3 of the last 20 matches, conceding 33 times and scoring just 16 goals. They have lost 11 times in that period, including 6 for the last 10. Only Burnley this season 10 have been defeated by a visiting Baggies outfit. Of WBA's previous 10 matches overall, they have won once and scored in 7 of those matches, scoring first 4 times. They have scored 11 goals, taking an average of 7 shots per game. Their opponent during the same period have scored in 9 of the 10 matches, and West Brom have been beaten 5 times. 16 goals have been conceded, with the Baggies allowing an average of 10 shots against per game. WBA's opponents have taken an average of 7 shots to score. Having gone without a win since August, the Baggies supporters are starting to turn on manager Tony Pulis, and the Birmingham Mail commented that the discontent on the terraces is at fever pitch and as hostile as at any other point during his near 3-year reign. Pulis is in need of a result this afternoon. But the WBA head coach acknowledged that individual mistakes have cost his team during the opening 10 matches of the season. "We've been our own worst enemies. We could be sat here with an extra 6 points easily and nobody would be criticizing the 3 in the middle of the 5 at the back or the 1 up front or whatever. We have left a lot of points on the pitch. I don't think the performances have been that bad. No one has given us a hiding and we've shot ourselves in the foot. Looking back at the goals we have conceded, and how late they have been, it has been concentration or individual errors. That's what's cost us. I don't think it has been anything more than that." WBA's place away record is P5, W1, D1, L3, GD4, PTS4 15th. Did you know? During the 20,042,005 season, West Brom achieved 2 firsts for a Premier League team. Firstly, they became the first team to avoid relegation, having been bottom of the table at Christmas. Secondly, they became the first club to survive relegation when bottom heading into the final game of the season. Also, Town have defeated West Brom twice in the past, in November when playing top-flight football. 1955-1970. Make your first deposit and get double the amount to play with 100 free spins. You will also receive a 100% bonus, 100 free spins on your second deposit and another 100% bonus on your third deposit. Comparison of key Premier League facts. More statistics are available in the preview statistical analysis post. The ref Wiltshire-based Roger East takes charge of his 5th Premier League match of the season at the John Smith Stadium, and notably took charge of Town's playoff final victory over Sheffield United in May 2012, which took the Terriers into the second tier. East joined the ranks of Football League National List in 2006 and formerly ran the line before joining the select group of match referees in 20,132,014, having taken charge of his first Premier League match the season before. He last took charge of Town last season and West Brom the season before that. East is yet to show a red card in the Premier League during 20,172,018 and has awarded just a single penalty in his 4 matches to date, coming during his last appointment, Manchester City's 30 victory over Burnley. He has taken charge of 11 previous Town matches, giving Town players 25 yellow cards, 1 red card and 2 penalties. For Town opponents they have been given 15 yellow cards, 1 red card and 3 penalty kicks. Town have won 4 of the 11 matches to date, 2 draws and lost 5, and the 2 red cards came during the same match A11 draw at Brighton in 2008. For this afternoon's visitors they have had 10 previous matches where Roger East has officiated, winning 3, losing 3 and drawing 4. He has shown West Brom players 15 yellow cards, sent 1 off and awarded the Baggies 2 penalties. For West Brom officials, they have had 8 yellow cards and 1 penalty. No West Brom opponent has been sent off with East in charge. West Brom are without a win in 6 with East in charge with 4 ending 0-0. Read more facts about the referee here. Latest odds. All the latest odds for the match are available here. Related content. View all related information. Search our unique tag HUDWBA. Click here. Match day tweets, team news, goal alerts and statistics. View the View Twitter channel. Over 600,000 extra Jet 2 flight seats are on sale now, including summer 2018. Work hard, dream big and together make it possible. Follow the blog on Twitter here. Get cashback when you shop online through Top Cashback. View all related Huddersfield Town articles here. View all the blog's partners' external links here. Want more news? Visit News Now. Send your comments, send feedback, ask a question, contact us, post a comment using the form below.